What's up, Effortless investors, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any valuable financial insights. Given the current economical climate, I want to start today's video by asking, do you or have you ever felt like you're drowning in debt and wondering why it feels like you're running on a treadmill and getting nowhere? Like this guy. You make monthly debt repayments, but your balance barely moves. Well, it's important to know that you're not alone, and it's all because of compound interest. So in today's video, we're exposing the truth about how it keeps you trapped and potentially some tips on how to improve your debt position. Alright then, let's start with the basics. Compound interest isn't just any interest. It's interest that builds on itself over time. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and bigger as it moves. But in the same way that investors in the stock market love compound interest, so do banks and credit card vendors, because it means they make more money off of you. The longer it takes to repay your debt, the more those banks and companies make from you, and the harder it becomes to escape the debt. So let's start with, how does compound interest actually work against you? Well, compound interest works in cycles. It's charged not just on your original balance, but also on the interest that's already accumulated. This creates a never-ending loop where your debt grows even when you're not spending. Say you owe £1,000 and your interest rate is 20% per year, compounding monthly. In 1 month, you're charged about £16.67 in interest. But the next month, the interest is calculated on your new balance, which now includes that £16.67. Over time, that tiny amount snowballs into a massive mountain of debt. Now, if I haven't bored you to death already, here's a basket of cute kittens to look at. So here's the harsh truth. For those of us in the working class or even the middle class, the system is designed to keep you in debt. Credit card companies and lenders want you to stay trapped, because that means more money for them. That's why minimum payments exist. They keep you in a cycle where you're always paying, but never really escaping. And if we consider payday loans, those short-term quick cash fixes, some of these have interest rates of 300 to 500%. That's a financial disaster waiting to happen, and in my opinion, should not exist. Now, before we move on to how to escape the debt, let's take a moment to understand the current debt landscape here in the UK. The numbers might surprise you and highlight just how widespread this issue has become. As of August 2024, the average total debt per UK household, including mortgages, stood at £65,665. This figure encompasses various forms of borrowing, from mortgages to personal loans. If we focus specifically on credit cards, the average debt per household was £2,518, with an average of £1,324 per adult. This means that, on average, each adult in the UK carries over £1,000 in credit card debt day to day. To put this into a broader perspective, the total outstanding credit card debt across the UK reached £71.5 billion by August 2024. That marked a 6.38% increase compared to the previous year. Now, I'm not trying to scare you with all these numbers. These statistics are just there to underscore the significant role that debt plays in the financial lives of many UK residents. Understanding these figures is crucial as we explore the impact of compound interest and the strategies to manage and reduce debt effectively. So now we know how and why debt skyrockets, and if you're still listening this far into the video, thank you. I'm now going to move into the good news portion of the video, as there are strategies and actions we can take to potentially improve our debt position. Firstly, and this is the obvious one, stop adding to your debt. That means cutting unnecessary expenses and avoiding any new credit card purchases. Secondly, start paying off more than the minimum. If you only pay the minimum, you're barely covering the interest. The more you pay beyond that, the faster you can get out of debt. There are two methods worth considering. You have the debt avalanche or the debt snowball methods. To keep it simple, the avalanche method means paying off the high interest debt first, in the hope of paying back less money long term. The snowball method means paying off the debt with the lowest value first. This will hopefully help give you a quick win and keep you motivated. Next, try to negotiate lower interest rates. Yes, you can actually call your credit card company and ask for a lower rate. If you're a long-standing customer, you may get lucky. The worst they can say, as always, is no. If that doesn't work, consider a balance transfer. Some credit cards offer a 0% interest on transfers for a limited time. This gives you breathing room to pay down debt without compounding interest working against you. Finally, seek professional advice. I know for a lot of us, asking for help seems like quitting or failing, but trust me, it isn't. If you're struggling, talking to a financial advisor or debt counselor can really help. The most important thing, however, is to take action. Every day you wait, compound interest is making your debt worse. The sooner you start, the sooner you can flip the system in your favor and take back control of your finances. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more financial tips. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest struggle with debt? Let's start a conversation and see if we can help each other out.